Hi guys, it's Justine, and today I'm going to be doing a full face of makeup using almost only e.l.f. products. I will have to use like a couple brushes that aren't e.l.f., but I was thinking about it after I did my recent e.l.f. cosmetics haul, and I think that e.l.f. is the only makeup brand that I can actually do a full face of makeup with. Like, it's the only brand that I have everything. I have mascara, I have liquid eyeliner, I have everything that I use to do a full face of makeup, especially after my recent purchase. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start my makeup. This is probably gonna be a long video. So yeah, the first thing that I did is I put on this e.l.f. illuminating eye cream just on my under eyes, just to keep them from looking too crazy. I love this stuff. There's not a whole lot of product in here, but this is one of their more pricier products. I forget how much it is. Probably somewhere between $6 and $10, but I love this stuff. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use this foundation serum. When I hauled this the other day, I thought it was foundation, and I literally said like foundation serum, and I still thought it was just foundation, but it says directions: apply liberally 15 minutes before sun exposure, reapply at least every 2 hours. So I swatched it shortly after I filmed that video, and to me it seems kind of like a very tinted sunscreen. It has more tint to it than your normal sunscreen, and I saw on Twitter, I think, that someone had said that they put this directly into their foundation, but I'm just gonna use it like this. So, and I'm just gonna rub it. It's very watery, so I'm just gonna rub it on like you would sunscreen rather than using my beauty blender. I don't know if you can see that. It is very, very watery, and it's not gonna be a full cake your face coverage. So just gonna do that. So this is probably going to be a pretty light makeup look today, not as full coverage as I usually do. And then I'm just going to put a little on my neck. Yeah, there's no way I would be able to use a beauty blender for this because the makeup is so watery. The beauty blender would just suck it all up. I don't think it would blend at all. Plus, since it's like more like a sunscreen, it even smells like sunscreen. It is a lot easier to apply with your hands than your normal foundation would be. I'm not going to do too much around the eyes because I am going to put concealer on, and man, my skin is so dry. It's kind of, this is so white on me. Like, it doesn't look as white in my mirror, but on camera it looks really white, probably because it does have it's SPF 25. I don't know if I said that, but that's probably why it's picking up more white on camera, because for some reason when you wear foundation with sunscreen, there's a lot more flashback than foundation without sunscreen. Next, I am going to use this e.l.f. under eye concealer and highlight just under my eye and on my cheekbone. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of this concealer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do some big triangles. And then just a little tiny bit also on my lid, just to get any purpley crap on my lid out. And this stuff is just really hard to apply. I'm honestly surprised I still have this, because I think I kept it as a backup in case my concealer runs out, and I need to grab my beauty blender. Okay, so I'm gonna use my little mini beauty blender and just blend it in. As you can see, this stuff is not the greatest coverage. It's not my favorite concealer by far, just because it doesn't do a whole lot for concealing, and it also doesn't blend as well as a normal concealer would. Man, my skin is so dry. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's making it harder to blend also because my skin is so dry. So yeah. I'm actually gonna take a little bit of that highlight and even put just a tiny bit of that on my under eye. And then also just some of my cheekbones. I have a powder highlight I'm gonna put on, but you know, a little extra highlight won't hurt. And this one I'm actually just gonna use my finger to blend it. That's actually a really pretty highlight. I don't know how well you can see. That's really nice. So hopefully this might be able to help conceal those dark circles. I'm also gonna use some banana powder. There. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take some of this, it's corrective yellow, it's banana powder basically, but it comes with this little thing. But I'm just gonna use my beauty blender again for this. Oh, I just got it everywhere. Oh look, it says pour powder here on the lid, and I literally just like poured it all over myself trying to get some in my hand. I'm just gonna put it right there. This stuff is supposed to help with like purple dark circles under your eyes. So we'll see how it works. So I'm just gonna leave that there for just a minute to let it set. They've changed the packaging of their, well, I mean, I'm assuming their setting powder would be, their like translucent setting powder would be in the same packaging. If it is, they've changed it recently, and I haven't bought it since then, because on your website you just pick your powder and then choose the color. Next I'm going to use this translucent powder. I probably don't really need to, considering this foundation is a foundation serum. I'm going to put a little bit of concealer on my chin because you can see a little bit of acne right there. Anyways, on the website you like click the setting powder and then you choose your color. So I'm assuming, since it's like the same thing in a different color, that the packaging for the normal translucent powder changed as well. It's just been a while since I've bought a new one. Actually, that concealer did a pretty good job on the chin. I'm gonna try it on some other areas of my face. Just to, maybe it's also because I used my finger instead of the beauty blender to blend it. Because beauty blender does tend to suck up a lot of product, but I mean, I do love it because it just really helps to make your makeup look better. It's been a while since I've used my fingers to do my makeup. Okay, now I'm going to use this translucent powder and a small stipple brush I probably don't need to use translucent powder with the foundation serum, but it will help to make my bronzer and highlight blend better and blush blend better. If there's already like a powder on my face to set everything else. Man, my face looks white. I'm gonna have to go probably a little heavy-handed with the bronzer today. And now I'm gonna go ahead and just wipe off this banana powder. This is a bit hard to get off. I still see some yellow. I'm not sure how I like the yellow corrective powder. I guess it does work with the dark circles though, but it is just kind of hard to brush off compared to the normal powder. See, there's still some yellow right there, but it does help with the dark circles. I can definitely tell a difference. Next, I'm going to take this E.L.F. angled blush brush and this Sun-Kissed Glow bronzer and do my contour with that. I have not used this bronzer. Ooh, that's really nice. That goes on really nice and smooth. So I'm gonna put it on my cheekbones, a little on my nose with my finger. And then my jawbone. This is shimmery, and I'm not usually a fan of shimmery bronzers, but this is actually going on like really nicely. Because a lot of the times shimmery bronzers like just pick up your imperfections, but this is actually really nice. I'm just gonna darken it right here because I do like to have a dramatic cheek contour. A little bit more right there, so I look like I don't have a double chin. Next, I'm gonna take this giant E.L.F. Kabuki brush and just blend it all. And this is really nice. There's a lot of bristles. It's really thick. Not super soft. Man, I feel like that just brushed off all the contour instead of blending it. Maybe it is blending. I'm just not used to using a big kabuki brush. That's really nice. That makes it so easy. I love this. I think this is something I'm going to be using every day from now on. It just makes it really effortless. I always have a hard time blending stuff up here where my hairline is. And just gonna go that on the nose. This is really nice actually. It makes it, the bronzer it's like really natural once you blend it in. So if you're going for a natural look, this is perfect. It has enough shimmer to make you glow, but it doesn't pick up your imperfections. So again, that is the Sun-Kissed Glow bronzer. I do kind of like more dramatic. I really like it on my forehead. But I like having it really dramatic right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my contouring blush and bronzer powder and take this bronzer here. You can see the difference because it's a matte bronzer compared to the shimmer. They look very close to the same shade though. But I'm just gonna again take the angled brush and Just put a tiny bit right there. I don't know if you can even see the difference on camera. I'm just gonna put a tiny bit just to make my cheeks look a little more sucked in. And I'm gonna blend this down my neck a little bit more. I don't think you can really tell on camera, but it just was kind of looking a little crazy on my neck. All right, I really love this, and I really love this. So these are a definite yes from me. Like I said, these are my first time using both of these. And if you didn't watch my E.L.F. haul, I got both of these for free in one of their like spend $25, get a like package of stuff for free. And so these I got for free and I love them. Oh my freaking gosh, you guys. I forgot to put primer on. That's probably, I've been saying this whole time, my skin, it feels so dry. And it's looking so dry with the stuff. It's because I forgot the fucking face primer. Oh my god. This is my life. I try to do a makeup video all like professional and guru-like, and I can't even freaking remember face primer. So that literally explains why my face was, why I was saying my face was dry. This is the E.L.F. Hydrating Face Primer. I know I've talked about this in past videos. I love this. Fills in fine lines and moisturizes. So don't forget your freaking face primer when you go to put makeup on. My freaking life, you guys. Okay. Next, I'm going to take this E.L.F. Baked Highlighter in the color Moonlight Pearl. Love this highlighter, as you can tell, because I've used quite a bit of it. And I'm just going to take the small stipple brush because I'm a lazy piece of shit and don't feel like getting another brush out. Even though I have plenty of, ooh, I don't know if you can see that. This is not very dramatic. So what I'm going to do is take a, get some of this on the brush. Take my E.L.F. Makeup Mist and Set and just lightly spray it. And there, that makes the more dramatic. Is that the word? Put a little right here. Tiny bit on the nose. Oops, I put way too much. Just gonna blend that a little more. And then I also like to put a little bit on top of my lip to give a little dewy glow. And next I'm going to again take the Contouring Blush and Bronzing palette. I'm going to take this blush. I've been really trying to use blushes more lately because I wasn't using them for the longest time. And I'm just going to take a tiny bit and just put it right there. Just the tiniest bit to add a little bit of color. I don't think this is even showing up. This blush does not have the best color payoff. Might have to go a little heavier. Yeah, there we go. And so, there's that. And then let me see, what is next? So I do not have any brow products by E.L.F. So I'm going to take my E.L.F. Everyday Smoky and I'm just going to use this color right here. Oops, this one right here. It's like a matte taupey color. And then I'm just going to use a normal brow pencil. This is not an E.L.F. brand. This is by the Brow Gal. I just got this in a subscription box. And I'm just going to use this taupey color to fill in my brows. Oh, and this is a perfect brow color for me. But it is obviously, I'm having a bit of trouble with it because I'm used to using a Anastasia Brow Wiz. It's been a long time since I've used like a like eyeshadow sort of brow product. How's that looking? I feel like that arch is too pointy. I need to round it out more. I'm actually going to take this darker matte color and just kind of use that to fill it in some areas to make it look like actual hairs. How does that look? Man, I feel like that's too much brow now. And I'm just gonna make a few little faux hairs. And blend it, and oops. There, how does that look? I don't think that looks too bad. It came out better than I thought it would. It looks pretty drawn on right here where the bump is though. This side is coming out pretty dang good. I think a lot of it has to do with the Brow Gal brow pencil though. And again, taking the darker brown and just making it look like there's hairs in places where I don't have hair. And brushing it out. This side looks like more put together than that side, so how am I gonna fix these? I think I need to put, first of all, a little concealer right here. Maybe that'll just be enough to make it look not so crazy. Okay, I think that's the best it's gonna get. Now, I am going to take this E.L.F. glitter primer because it's the only E.L.F. eyeshadow primer I have. I'm just gonna put a tiny bit on my lids. This stuff is really thick. You can tell it is made for glitter and not like normal eyeshadow. then I don't think I have any e.l.f. Eyeshadow brushes, so I'm just gonna use some random eyeshadow brushes that I pulled out. And I think I'm just gonna use some neutral tones. I'm just gonna start out with this like yellowy beige color just to get some stuff on my eyelid so I can start blending. I did a whole video on this palette because I got it for free in a giveaway last year on e.l.f.'s Instagram, and they are always doing giveaways on their Instagram, so you should follow them if you want some free products. It was the first time that I had won an Instagram giveaway, and since then I've won a few different. Next, I'm taking the same taupey color I used on my brows and just kind of putting it in the crease. And this is a pretty decent palette. And then I'm going to take this darker shimmery brown and also go into the crease with that. This darker color doesn't have a ton of color payoff. I'm just gonna take this brush and blend that better. And that does not look even at all. I'm just gonna use my finger to blend it. And then I'm going to take this shimmery shade right here and highlight my brow bone with that. And I actually want the highlight right there a little more dramatic. So I'm going to again take the baked highlighter and just put it right here underneath my arch. Just so it's a bit more dramatic. My eyeshadow looks like shit, but that's okay because we will cover it up with some eyeliner. So here's some e.l.f. liquid eyeliner in Jet Black. This is my favorite liquid eyeliner of all time. I have yet to find any eyeliner that is better than this stuff. I'm just gonna do a winged eyeliner. And I think that is about as even as it's gonna get, even though it's not very even. Actually, I might be able to fix this side. There, I think that's a little bit better. Okay, so my camera turned off. I'm not sure how much got cut off, but I was applying mascara, and as I was saying, As you can see, as soon as you add some eyeliner and mascara, your shitty eyeshadow suddenly disappears and you can't even tell that you suck at blending. I'm actually pleasantly surprised in how my face makeup turned out, even without a primer. Like, even though you can see where my skin is dry, and it kind of makes the foundation look cakey, it's really not too bad. And I wonder if that is because the sunscreen, because it's a serum, as I was saying earlier. Like, I wonder if that's why it's blended better than it normally would have blended without a primer. And just putting it on my bottom eyelashes. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and take some of this mist and set again and just spray some. I'm like bending over like this, hunched over, so you can see me when I do my makeup in the mirror. But as soon as I sit up, you just see my fucking messy ass background. So there's that. I actually don't know how much mist and set shit works. But I also, like, for the longest time, I could never tell if primer worked. And now, when I don't use a primer, I can obviously tell because my makeup comes out more cakey than normal. And then the last step is I'm going to take this E.L.F. moisturizing lipstick. It is in the color Cheeky. I'm so used to liquid lipsticks that this is so hard for me to apply. This kind of has like a, I don't know, maybe it's just the highlight got smeared, the highlight that I did on my upper lip, but it kind of has like a little metallic look. I think it is the highlight got smeared. How does that look? I'm not really sure if I like this color on me, to be quite honest. And I'm just gonna go ahead and take a little bit of this highlighter again, put a tiny bit on my finger, and then just dab it in the middle. To just give my lips a little more depth. There, I think that looks a lot better than before. So that is it for my full face E.L.F. Cosmetics makeup minus the fucking primer. That's my life. I'm not a fan of the way this lipstick looks on me. It looks like really orange. I don't know. What do you think? I wonder if I have another E.L.F. lipstick. Okay. Okay, so these are my other, I have matte lip color and wine and pout perfector and glow. So I think since I already put highlight in the middle, I'm gonna go ahead and put glow also in the middle. Ooh, that is gorgeous. Oh my god, that's so pretty. Why don't I use this more often? Okay, this still isn't my favorite color lipstick, but I think that also helped. This is so gorgeous. Why don't I use this more often? Like, I don't know if you can tell, but it's like metallic and glittery. It's like a gloss. I love this. Okay, now that is it for this makeup, full face makeup e.l.f. I already said that. Thank you so much for watching. My Instagram and Twitter are linked down below. If you want to follow me on either of those, please comment, like, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. And that is it. Bye, guys.